So you can see here, this is a basic AutoCAD commands. So this is a unit. First, when you are start the diagram, no, that time you have to create the unit, whether SI unit or metric unit. UN enter, you can get the command box units. Okay, there one dialog box will be open. There you have to set the unit. You can look at here. This is the drawing units dialog box. This dialog box, there is a length type, the decimal, architectural, engineer, like that. A number of types are there. You can go with. If you are selecting millimeter, then you can select the decimal. If you are going to do the diagram in feet and inches, you can select the architectural here. Then this is a millimeters. Okay, like that. You go to change the units here. Then style. This is the text style dialog box. Here you have to create a font name. That font name should be Roman S. Roman S. This text right now, I will tell you in the based on the sheet size. If you are going to draw the diagram in A4 sheet, that scale in 1:100, then the text height is 100 mm. If the drawing size is A3, then the text height is 150 mm. Drawing size A2, text height 200 mm. Drawing A1, text height 250. Drawing A0, 300. So accordingly, you have to mention the height here. Then width factor, you can maintain 0.9. If some of the places that height that text is overlapping with adjacent components, okay, accessories, then you go to reduce the width factor to keep without overlapping of the text. Then dimension style manager, DDIM. You can get another dialog box. This is a dimension style manager dialog box. Here also you go to create the new dimension layer. Okay, then layer is nothing but a name. Okay, which component you are going to draw in the diagram. No, before start the diagram, you have to create the name of the component. That is a layer. Then line, if you want to draw line, you can type L and get it the line command. PI, polyline, multiple line. If you want, you can go with the polyline. Special line, any angle. Okay, this special line. Rectangular, you can type REC, get it the rectangle command. C is a circle, CO or CP is the copy, M is the move, MI mirror, O is offset, TR tremor, SC scale. So these are all the basic commands we are using in our HVAC diagram. T is the text, LEA leader, this is the arrow mark, and H is the hatch, B is the plug, F is the fillet, explore, DLI dimension linear, DAL this is the dimension angular, U is undo, E erase, RO rotate, NA match properties, PR properties, control plus S save, TA model, TO layout, MU, MV viewpoint. Then Excel commands are there. This is the Excel. Excel is nothing but a reference line. Reference line. Divide command also there. DIV. This is the divide command. Stretch. Yes, also stretch. So these are all the commands only we are using in our HVAC AutoCAD. Okay. First, we go to check how to read the civil diagram.
Hello sir, அந்த ஸ்கேல் என்ன மீன் பண்ணுது சார்?
Hello.
சார் அங்க ஸ்கேல் போட்டிருந்தீங்கல்ல ஷீட் பக்கத்துல, அது என்ன மீன் பண்ணுது?
Yes, Prashant, this one, no, this scale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm not getting you, Prashant. Yes, scale indicates that is a scale 1:100. Okay, 1:150. Now, accordingly, we going to change the text height also. Otherwise, when you are going to take the printout, no, that text it should not visible. Okay, avoiding of this, we are going to maintain the text height as per seat size. Yeah, that is a seat drawing size. So first, I am going to tell you how to read the civil engineer diagram. Then first step, what you going to do. So this one is a small project I am showing you here. This is the title block. First look at here. This one is the title block. But here the drawing is given in the model itself. But whenever you are going to draw the diagram, no, you have to keep the drawing in model and you go to draw it. When you are going to set the title, no, that time you have to go with the layout. In that layout, you have to set the seat. But in this diagram, they are set the seat in model itself. You can look at here. This is the drawing title. This is the nameplate, clubhouse, basement, and ground floor plan. The drawing number, it's varying based on that your project number and the job number, seat size. This one is A2, seat number 01, date 21/7/2018, scale revision R1. Then structural consultant, who is that? Their name and office address, and claim SPR Highway, Chennai. Project name Ocean 1 at Peperi, Chennai. Which one is the north direction? Here they are mentioned the north direction. This is the north. Then in this building, this direction is the north. This is the south. This side west. This is the east. Okay. Next, move on to the key plan. So road is like this. Okay. When you are going to drive site, no, that time this is the main road. Here security block will be there. So adjacent to security block, that very big building is there. Okay. Back side of the building, this proposed layout is available. Okay. Then nodes. This is the common nodes. This drawing is copyright. It is the property of the company and is not be reproduced, copied, handed over to third party or used for any purpose other than which we have submitted. Like that, then all dimensions are in mm, millimeter. All dimensions are in millimeter and levels in meters unless otherwise specified. So like that, general note should be there. Then revision. This is the door types joinery schedule. This is not required for us. Then revision. This revision we go to mention. Now I am going to study the diagram. First of all, you have to go with the ground floor. Where is the main door? Okay, here look at here. In this side there is no door. Then move on to this side. Here entry will be there. Okay, this is the entry. This entry is happened little bit high level from the ground level. Okay, then there is 4 steps. You can go there and enter to the building ground floor. Here entrance is the lift and the staircase is there. I am going to move inside of the ground floor. There is in right hand side only electrical panel room is there. Okay, I have to note down that panel room name. And this side, if I come to this side, here the tri pantry is available, and inside ladies toilet and gents toilet is available. I go to note down that room name. This is a multi-purpose hall, banquet hall, religious room, meditation center. For multi-purpose usage, this ground floor they are going to use. Now I am going to segregate which are the rooms under ventilation. The remaining rooms are under air conditioning. Okay, then First, I am going to see the electrical panel room. So if it is server room, UPS room, control room, rack room, hub room, then you can do the air conditioning. But the electrical panel room, no, there is no heat emission will be happen. So that's why I am going with ventilation itself. Then coming into this multi-purpose hall, banquet hall, religious room, meditation center. Here I am going to do the air conditioning. Let's move on to this gents toilet and ladies toilet. Here also I am going to provide the ventilation. So that ground floor I go segregate the room, which are the air conditioner, which are the rooms ventilation. Then I'm going to the basement floor. Okay, this one is the basement floor, basement plan. Okay, here I am coming from this lift or staircase. I am going to enter the basement. There they are mentioned storage space. What they are mentioned? Storage space. That means what kind of material they are going to store here. I don't know. But because I cannot able to imagine here. Because ground floor they are mentioned multi-purpose hall. But purposely what for they are using, I don't know. Maybe meditation or something they are written there. Okay, now I could not able to find the storage area space. Then I'm going to move on to the next floor. After that I go to decide the basement which they are going to, what they are going to store there. Next, this is the first floor. If I am going to enter this first floor, no, this is the door, main door, and here the right hand side, here also store will be there. Then locker ladies, again ladies. Then this is the gents toilet. This one is the ladies toilet. Then gymnasium. What is that? Gym. Okay, the gym material maybe they can store in that store room. Okay, there is. I am going to do the ventilation only. Ladies locker rooms also ventilation. Gents and toilet, gents and ladies toilet also ventilation. Gymnasium area air conditioning. Next, second floor. Second floor, I'm going to enter from this main door. This is the cafeteria. You can see this is a sofa. In that sofa, 3 sitting sofa. You can consider the people 3. Here, this is a center table. Here also 4 people can sit. 4 chairs are there. This is also sofa, 3% sofa here. Then the cafeteria. These are the 3 tables. People can sit here. Each table 4 person, and here also 3 sofas are there. Then this is the library. Here also this one is a 3 seat sofa. This one is a single man chair. Like that, I go to consider the number of people from the diagram itself. Next, move on to the room. This is the mini theater. How many seats are there? You can count the number of people. This one is a store. This store I can identify that theater material, maybe projector or that screen material, everything will be stored on this storage. Okay, then this is the recliners area. That break time, no, they can go for their lunch or restroom. Then this is the theater, cafeteria. I am going to do the air conditioning. This toilet unisex for ventilation. Next, move on to the second floor. Sorry, this is the second floor. Let's move on to the other floors. This is the third floor. Now I'm going to enter from this floor. This is a gents salon. This is a ladies salon. This is a ladies toilet. This is a gents toilet, and here it is the aroma path. This one is a natural path. Aroma path. You can look at this picture. You can easily understand what is there. This is the aroma path, natural pathing. Next, move on to this room. This is a massage center, massage and treatment room. Then this is the group outdoor hot water bath in this side. This side cold water, cold bath. So that bathing area, maybe I am going to do the ventilation. That massage center, I am going to do the air conditioning. Now I can understand in the basement what they are going to store. Maybe this gymnasium material and that massage material, maybe they can store on that building, salon material also. So there I can do the normal ventilation. Okay. Next, move on to the fourth floor. This is the fourth floor. You can see this is a store. Again, this is a virtual gaming. This is a ladies toilet and gents toilet. Indoor games. Okay, this games area also I am going to provide the air conditioning. Rest of the rooms I am going with ventilation. Next, move on to the terrace floor plan. this terrace also they mention something, terrace floor for yoga and grid. Then I am going to see the elevation. Here first of all you got to study the grid line. This is the grid number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This based on the column, okay, where they are marked the pillar, no, based on that they are creating the grid. Okay, this one by civil engineers, and left hand side they are going with A, B, C, D like that. Now if suppose if you want to see in the diagram in exact location, how you go to tell the people or site engineers whoever maybe, if you are going to explain that exact location, you can use the grid to tell them. Now I am telling you grid A2, grid A2 2. What is the location? Maybe you can take this room. A2 2. This is the A. I am this side. Okay. Then 2. Where is the 2? From here. These 2 and A is coinciding this place. I am going to say exact this place only. So the grid is for only reference. Okay. The marking for civil engineers, it's going to mark the pillar column, but as a other department they go to identify the exact location using of this grid. Now we go to see the elevation or section view. Here they are mentioned, what they mentioned, A. You can look at here, this is the A. This what is the A? They are cutting the section from here to here. From here they are looking at building. That building is like that. Then this side, you know, entire brick wall. This hatch. Then this side, you know, this may be glazing area. Then you go to check that elevation AA or section AA. This is the section AA. You can study properly. This is the ground level. That is the road level. From our building, I told you when we start the floor civil diagram in ground floor. I told you 4 steps are there from ground level to enter the ground floor. Then here that level is mentioned 625 mm from the finished FFL. That is the ground level to the ground floor level is above the 625 mm. This is the main entry. This is the reception, and it is a multi-purpose hall. How they drawn this drinking water area? You can look at here. Okay, then the floor height is available here. When you are going to do the heat load calculation, you go to check this floor height also. Now this is the storage base, ground basement. Then first floor, this is the structural glassing as per the detail. This left hand side fully brick wall, but the right hand side fully glazing. Then theater, how the seating arrangements are there. Then this is the massage center, cold bath. This is the hot water bath area. Then indoor gaming, roof, yoga and a green. Now you can come into this side. This is the elevation. Okay, this elevation you can study properly. This side, this side, this side. From here they are looking like this direction. They are going to look. So this entire length having a window. This side maybe only one window is there. Rest of the length is having brick wall. That is mentioned on this elevation. Look at here. This yellow color hatches are brick wall. This blue color hatches are fully glazing. Floor level you got to take from the section view or elevation view. Next move on to section PB. That staircase base. Okay. So you can study that civil diagram properly. After that, you go to start the heat load calculation using of Excel sheet or HAP software. First, whenever you are going to do the heat load calculation, before that you got to take the area summary. Okay. Why? Because that room length and width and room area, volume of the room and number of people, lighting load, equipment load, everything you go to take in single place. That is the summary of the room. After that, you can go to do the heat load calculation. It may be very easy to do the calculation quickly. Why? Because all the values are already Then simply you can copy the value and paste it on that heat load calculation. I hope you that Excel sheet calculation also we have done in beginning itself. Yes, that Excel, how to do the heat load calculation in Excel. That also we have completed now. Yes. Okay, Prashant. Now, you know that how to do the heat load correlation by using of Excel sheet. Here, so many number of rooms are there. Each room you have to take the dimension. That is the area summary. That wall length, exposed wall, exposed glass, that exposed door, that area, everything you have to mention at that area summary. After that, you have to start the heat load calculation. Now, for that AutoCAD, we have to know the basic commands and all. That's why I am going to draw the civil diagram. Now, for I am going to draw the civil diagram in small office building. After that, we have to do the ducting layout and everything on that building. Okay. Now, I am going to start the new layout. Before that, I want to tell only one thing. This is a civil diagram. When I am going to draw our HVAC diagram now, before going to start, you have to take this all the components color, make us a 8. That is a dull color, ash color. You have to change the color. You are going to do the dull color, which you are going to draw now. That should be bright. That's why I'm going to make as other services diagram as a dull color. Now I'm going to type LA. This is a layer command. Now if I'm typing layer now, that another dialog box will be open. You can enter. Now you can see that dialog box. Yes, here you can select. This is the 0 layer, 1, 7, 11 txt. So a number of layers are there. You can click one layer, Control A, press Control and A. All the layers are selected here. All the layers are selected. Then you can go to the color. You can select the color. Another dialog box will be open. Here you can put it 8. 8 is the ash color. Then OK. Now I am going to close this dialog box. Now I am going to see the civil engineer diagram. So many components are changed the color number 8, but some of the components still not changed. I have to change again this red color. I am going to select this red color. Here this is the red. You can change it to the bilayer. You can change it to the bilayer. So that is the reason I am going to select all the components here like this. Select bilayer. Now so many objects is moved to the bilayer, red color. But even though the text color it's not in ash color. Now I am going to select this single object now, but the whole object is selecting grid. This one we are saying is the black group. I am going to edit the black editor. Here I am going to select this dimension properties PR enter. You can get the PR enter properties. You can select this dimension. You know that this is the extension color 250. You can change the color as a bilayer and minimize this one. Text color is white. You can change this to 8. Color number bilayer and that order everything is over. Then you can match properties of all the values. MA enter. Select all the other dimensions. This is the match properties. Okay, right. Close the block editor. Block editor. Close block editor. Save changes. Now you can see here this diagram. Okay, all the dimensions are moved to the bilayer. That is the ash color. Okay, once you have to change all the object should be ash color now. After that you have to lock the layer. Okay, this is the lock. You go to lock the layer. Why? Because you supposed to delete any object. Okay, that's why previously we are going to say lock the layer. No, you could not do by mistake. Okay, so that after changing this color, you can lock all the layer. Okay, which you are going to draw the object. No, that you can make a new layer according to the object name. Okay, this is the second step. First step, you go to study the diagram. That time you go to segregate which are the ventilation, what are the rooms are under the air conditioning. After that, you are going to do the area summary. After completion of area of summary, you go to start the heat load calculation using your Excel sheet or HAP software. If once done the heat load calculation, you go to select the equipment, whether it is air handling unit or package AC, precision AC, rooftop unit, cassette AC, any kind of AC. Based on that application, you go to select. After that, you go to draw the diagram. If you are going to draw the AHU, then you can put your layer name as the AHU. That component name color should be blue. Okay, before start the diagram, you go to change the other services color in number 8. Okay, after that you go to lock all the objects from other services. After that only you go to start your HVAC diagram. Okay, this is the steps to start our drawing. Now I am going to start new diagram. New, open. See, this is a new layout I am going to draw. Here there is no civil diagram, nothing. I am going to plot the civil diagram. Okay, first I am going to start the unit itself. UN enter. New dialog box will be open. There I am going to check. This is architectural means this is a feet and inches. This is a decimal. You can get the precision. After the point, I don't need to. I don't want any digits. Okay, 0 millimeter. Put it okay. Then style. Before going to make a style, no, I have to take the overall building size. Accordingly, I have to set the dimension sheet of the diagram. After that, only I have to I have to I I know about the desk height. Okay. Here, simply I am going to draw that building REC rectangle. Before start the diagram, you have to create a layer. LA enter. This is a wall. WALL wall. That wall color should be 8. Why? Because this is the other service layer. Create this one is the current layer. I am going to click the tick now. This is make as a current layer. REC. What is asking? You can make, specify some point. First point. I am going to click here. Then it is asking. What is it asking? Area, dimension, rotation. I know the dimension. D enter. Then what it is asking, specify the length of the rectangle. I am going to put it is a 20,000. Enter. Maybe this length is the width is the 15,000. Enter. This is the rectangle. But here I could not view this entire rectangle on this screen. Okay, what I will do? I will do the zoom with extension. Enter, enter. The entire object will come to this screen. Okay. Now you know that wall thickness is the 230 mm. O enter offset. 230 enter. Select the object and click inside. This is a 230 mm length. Now I am going to set the seat. Going to the layout. Going to the layout, I am going to set the seat. Okay, this is the seat. I am going to start with the A3. What is the A3 size? 297 by 420. REC dimension 297 by 420. This is the portrait. Now I want to convert it to the landscape. Why? Because the diagram length is little bit higher than that width. So that I am going to rotate this RO enter, rotate. Now MV enter, viewpoint, MV enter. I am going to plot the line rectangle like this. The model which we have drawn now, that line is coming here. I am going to select this one. That scale I am going to change. This is the scale 1:100. Here I am going to change the scale 1:100. In this, so this A3 also a little bit bigger. Okay, why? Because this is a diagram. Okay, if I move to near one side, no, maybe I will get more space, empty space. That's why I'm going to A4 size, 210 by 297. Which one send the message? Yes, Prasad, in your system it's coming scale in inches and feet. Okay, first. Prashant, first you would set the unit, UN enter. Okay, one dialog box will be opened. Okay. Okay, Prashant. Now I tell you, please wait on another 2 steps. That point I will come to. You should come to know. Okay. Right. Now, this layout now, I am going to draw the A4. What is this A4 size? 210 by 297. Now REC dimension 210 by 297. This is a quarter bit. I am going to draw rotate landscape. Now MB, enter. Plot one rectangle and properties. Control 1, custom. You can change it is 1:100. Now the object is covered in this A4 sheet. Now what is the text height for us? 1:100 is the text height. Now I am going to the model. Now type style ST, enter. One dialog box open. Here I am going to set the yes, Prashant. Actually, so when we are going to execute the site norm, that time that actual sheet, if you are done the drawing by A1, okay, that A1 paper, actual paper, they have to take the printout. When they are going to measure the hard copy using a ruler, no, that time 1 mm equal to 100 mm. It is very easy to calculate them. If you are going with not to scale, they could not be able to find the object from wall to what is the distance. That is not possible. Okay, that's why if you are going to keep in using of scale, that site engineer or someone can easily find out the exact distance using a hard copy also. If you are going with 1:150, accordingly they will calculate. But not to scale, in the schematic diagram or legendary notes, that we can go with the not to scale. But the diagram which you are going to execute, that by plan or section view, that everything should be in 1:100 or 1:150. So some of the area in that section we are going with 1:50. Okay. Yes, see 1:100 or 1:150, 1:200, 1:250, like that you can go. But if you are going with 1:150, 1:200, no, that drawing, when you are take the printout, that is so many objects are covered in the single sheet. Okay, that it is not visible or it will irritate to read. Okay, that's why we are going with always 1:100. If it is not possible to place in that sheet, then you can go with the 1:150. So in all the diagram should be in A1 sheet at 1:100 only. If it is site plan or any schematic diagram, maybe you can go with the A0. Otherwise, no need to go A0. I am going to plot the A1 side sheet. In that, I am going to accommodate the drawing. If it is accommodating in 1:100, it is well and good. If it is not accommodating, then I am going to increase the scale. Currently, I am doing in 1:50. So it may be that section view and all you can go with 1:50. If you are doing that 1:50, that is very easy to read the diagram. Okay, that space is everything is very big and easily understand what are the components are there. That clearance will be there on the 1:50%. Okay, now move on to the standard new HVAC text. I am going to type. This is a HVAC text. Okay, font name Roman. Yes, I told Romans. Text height 100. Just now we find the text height. Then width factor 0.9. Set current. Yes, close. Now this HVAC text that is reflected on this window here. Then DDIM, Dimension Style Manager. Now the Prashant, you can look at here. Why that after setting up units, millimeter, you are getting the feet and inches. Okay, here also you go to change in DDIM, Dimension Style Manager. You can look at here. This is here also new. This is a HVAC text. Continue. Lion, bi-layer. You have to put it in bi-layer. Lion type, bi-layer. Lion weight, bi-layer. Then this color also bi-layer. Extension line bi-layer. Yes, wait 1 second. Bi-layer. Then symbol and arrows. This is arrows always closed filled. Then that arrow size maybe 100 mm. Then that text, whatever you are doing, that everything is reflected on this small window and the dialog box. Here, this is a HVAC text by layer text color. No need to fill the color. If you are going to fill the color, no, that text should be filled with some other color. You could not be able to read this. Then center, everything, all the text should be center and aligned with a dimension style. Fit primary units. Here also you go to change. Prashant, you can look at here. This primary unit also you go to change. It should be in millimeter. If you are going to select that engineering, then it will come with the feet and inches only. Okay, Prashant. Now you can change this primary unit. Then you can check whether it is coming or not. I will wait. Prashant, I hope you are in system. Currently you are doing that. Yeah, I'm waiting here. You can change the primary units. Unit format should be decimal. That precision is 0. After setting up this, you can check that unit whether it is millimeter or feet and inches. Prashant, what happened now? Prashant? Standard scale. Okay. Then you can close this dialog box. Set current. Okay. Then move to the model. I am going to draw the number of rooms and main door and all. Okay. Now XL line, XL. This is a reference line, vertical. I am going to plot this vertical line. Here I am thinking this is the 20-meter length. No, each 4 meter, offset 4 meter. I have one room. Sorry. Offset 4,000. Enter. One room. Okay. Trim. XL horizontal also. Offset 4,000. This is one small room. Trim. T or enter. Select this object and click here. I don't want that object. And select this object and select this one. T or select this rectangle and delete this line. And here also I don't want that line. Then you can delete that reference line. After that you can put that wall thickness, maybe 75 mm or 50 mm of partition wall. I'm putting here 75. Then I'm going to stretch that line. Yes, enter. Select this object. I don't want to stretch this vertical line. Shift and press this. Select this object. Okay, this will be deselected. Then click this point here and connect it to the end. Then offset 4,000. So I'm going to draw multiple rooms. Then offset 75. This is the wall thickness. Then copy this line, copy from inner point to inner point. Again, that is also 4,000 only. Okay. Here also I'm going to draw one vertical line. This one I'm going to make a shape. Again 4,000. Offset 75. Okay. Here I'm going to draw line. Maybe this is the move to 5,000 and offset 3,000. Okay, here I am going to do the room name. Yes, Prashant, I am checking now. 1 second, wait. WhatsApp message. Okay, that drawing you go received from some other client. Okay, maybe civil engineers or someone. They are set at a custom. Okay, fit and inches. They drawing is made. Here you could not be able to change that dimension in millimeter. Okay, if you are going to draw in new diagram now, there you can change. That company maybe that engineer is set as a custom. Okay, you could not be able to change the units there. So they mentioned is wrongly. 1:100 is not there. Okay, 1 inches equal to 4 inches or 6 inches, like that. 1 inch equal to 1 feet. 1 inch equal to 10 feet. Like that they can be able to mention, but 1:100 is not there. In millimeter only we can say it is a 1:100. Feet and inches you should not say 1:100. 1 inches equal to 1 feet. Yeah, yes, Prashant. Right. Now text I am going to here. This is the civil text. Civil text. That color also should be 8. Click this tick and close this dialog box. Key enter. It is asking to specify the corner point. Another point also. Now I am going to type reception. All the letters should be in capital. Here this is a multi-text. I want to down. If you want to type anything, you can be able to type. But I don't want the multi-text here. Then what I will do? I go to select this reception text and X enter. This is the explore. Now you could not be able to type multi-text. This is not possible here. Then this one is the reception. I am considering this is a reception. Then this room is the MD. This is the manager. I'm going to copy this previous text. Okay, this is the meeting room. This one is the dining hall. Then above one is the store and stores or toilet. Above one is the AHU room. AHU room. This one is the center one is the workstation or office space. Okay, right. Now I have to draw the door and all. If you want to draw door, I will do. If you don't want, I am going to skip this door and all. Directly, I am going to start the HH layer. What you are thinking? I am going to draw the text, door and everything. So based on yours only, draw the door also. Okay, Sabisa, I will draw. I will do. Okay, now I'm going to draw save this diagram. Okay, every command you go to draw the save the diagram. Control yes. Now first time I'm going to draw. No need to save the diagram in desktop. So if the file capacity is more in desktop, your system is getting slow. Okay, that's why always you can go with the D drive or C drive, E drive. C drive also software are there. No need to save on that E drive. Here I'm going to type. This one is the Saudi Voltas Saudi. Okay, save the diagram. Now the reception. Okay, that door should be double door. That means the single door width is always 900 mm. Height of the door is the 2100 mm. It staircase pressurization also I told yesterday. Now I'm going to draw the door in center of the reception. I'm going to draw one line here. I'm taking this midpoint here. Okay, there is this line. Offset 900. Offset 900. This is one door. This side also another door. I'm going to extend this line up to 900. 900. Arc A enter. From this point to click center point and click here. Then mirror this object. Mirror. From this center point to here. This is the reception main door. Okay. Trim on this wall here. Trim. Okay, this is the main door. Now I'm going to copy this door. Copy single door. This door I'm going to place here. Okay, when you are going to open the door, no, that door should be adjacent to the wall. Rotate or mirror. Mirror like this. Yes, enter. Move this object to here. Maybe this is the length. Move from 150 mm from the wall. 150. This is the standard. Trim this line. Okay, move to the outer wall. This wall. Trim this line. In between wall lines, you go to trim. Now, the main door is a double door. This inside you are going to access now. This is the single door. Now I'm going to select this door. Mirror. Mirror. Shift right click between 2 points. You can select these 2 points and click the line. Take it the door and this room also. Trim. Cut it the in between door line. Okay, then copy this door and take space point from here and place it in this wall and here also. Now I'm going to trim this wall line. Select these 2 objects and enter it and click the wall line. Then select this door and enter and select this unwanted object. Now I'm going to copy this line CO, rotate like this, move this object from
wall to 150, 150, enter, TR. Delete this line. And copy. The toilet door now maybe 600 or 450 also is there. But here I am going to keep the same door size. But in this AH room, no, that source doors open should be outside. Okay, this could be take mirror. Move to keep in the exact one. Okay, this one is a double door or under one small door you go to provide here. Okay, double door or small door you go to provide. TR. Why? Because inside blower, motor, everything is there. If you want to take out for service, okay, that door should be little bit bigger. Then only that component will come out through the door space. Okay, that's it. Now, I am going to give the dimension DLI enter. Take this room dimension from here to here. I am going to keep here. DLI enter. From this wall to inside dimension only I am going to keep. So line dimension 9 you go to keep in straight line. Okay, up and down this one is not impress the drawing. Same line you go to place. Okay, now if you want to draw the window also, you can draw the window layer. Window. Maybe here I am going to take the center point. Center point. This is center point. Maybe I am considering that window size is 1200. Offset 600 both the sides. This side and this side. Then I am going to take the center point. Draw one horizontal line here. This one is the window. If your symbol is like this, this is the single window. If you are draw double line, that is a double glass window. Like that, you go to copy and place it here. So like this, everywhere, wherever you need know, there you go to place the window also. Next, move on to the false ceiling. Now, I am going to do the false ceiling here. Okay, in this workstation, I'm going to consider two different false ceiling. 50% area, fully grid and tight false ceiling. Another 50% area, stuff false ceiling. The surrounding, that is the lower false ceiling of with gypsum. Center is whether gypsum or grid, not a problem. Okay, now I am going to divide this room. This is the workstation of layer false ceiling. Or RCP. Maybe you can put it a different color here. Maybe this one also dull color only. Drawing. It is not visible. You can tell me, sir. This line. Okay, center. This is the center of the room. Offset 500. Center I am going to make here 1000 mm is the gypsum wall ceiling. Then this side, you know, I am going to do the grid wall ceiling. That side is the grid, just a wall ceiling. Offset 600. That grid die size is the 600. Offset 600. Then bottom also. Move 600. Offset 600. This is a grid false ceiling or right false ceiling. Okay, this side, you know, surrounding 1 meter distance, I am going to provide a space for lower false ceiling. Move 1000. This line I am going to stretch 1 meter lesser, 1000. Enter. This line also I am going to stretch here, and this side also stretch 1000. Mirror this line. Mirror mi, enter. Make take a center point and enter it. Line. So here now this line from here to here, maybe these two is the different fault hatch. I'm going to differentiate using of the hatch. Enter. I want to change the hatch edit, that hatch pattern. I'm going to change. Maybe this one is okay. Then you can change this scale. Preview. It is visible. Little bit visible. You can put it at 25. Maybe this one is okay. That is the lower fault line. Center. If you want to catch it different catch edit, that pattern also you go to change. Maybe I'm going to put the stand preview. Maybe scale is 10 or 25. Yeah, now it is working. So these are the different fault ceiling. Like that, single workstation is having different fault ceiling. Why I am going to make as a different fault ceiling? No, in single diagram itself, I am going with the diffuser and grill. That is the reason I am drawn like this. Okay. Now for this workstation, I am going with the AHU. Then this toilet, I am going to do the ventilation. Dining hall, ductable AC. Meeting room, ductable AC. Reception, cassette AC. Empty room, cassette AC. Manager room, fan coil unit. So like that, all the types of AC I am going to use here. Okay. Now I am going to do the heat load calculation for this workstation. You should know the height of the building. Okay. Then you can draw the section view. Now, whenever you are going to draw the section now, I am going to change the layer. That is a wall layer. Here you go to change wall. Now reference line. XL vertical. XL enter vertical enter. This is the line now. First of all, I am going to mark the wall only. Okay. Then put it the horizontal line. What is the floor thickness? Offset 150. Okay. Then offset 3200 is the height of the ceiling. Then 150 is the thickness of the ceiling. Then trim all the reference line. Trim here and here also. In between this wall line, you go to trim from the concrete. This wall lines you go to trim from the concrete and this line also. Then here also you go to trim this wall line. Then above you go to keep the 600 mm parapet wall height. This one you can stretch 600 enter. And this is the wall 230 no 230 and mirror this line. Mirror from midpoint. This is a parapet wall. Okay. Now hatch the wall. Hatch. This is a wall now. I am going to hatch the wall. This is a partition wall. Hatch edit. That is the and see this double line you have to select for the wall. Preview is not visible. Then you can make as a 25 or 50 or 75. Now it is okay. 25. Then hatch the concrete. Hatch enter. This is the concrete. This is also concrete. Enter. Right click. Hatch edit. Concrete pattern is there. Other defined here concrete is there. This is the AR concrete. Preview. Okay. Now concrete also done. Now move on to the wall ceiling. Now I am going to make draw using a that layer false ceiling layer, that is RCP. From here it is just a false ceiling. Here from here it is a grid false ceiling. Offset 5200 now, maybe that beam will be there. Beam you can take 300 amount, then 2700. I'm going to take 2400. 2700 I'm going to consider here. How much it is? 2700. This grid faults. Okay. TR. Here offset 300. Like this. TR. This line I am going to remove. Maybe this one also same like. Okay, these are all the fault sealing level. Okay, here I'm unable to run the duct in this high level fault sealing. Okay, 200 mm space is there. Here 500 is space is there. Okay, I have to take the duct height using of this fault sealing. Okay, section is over. This is the civil section. Now that heat load calculation I have to do for this work station. Okay, what is the room size DLI? 15465. This one is the 10465. What is the area of the workstation? Take your calculator. 15.465 multiplying with 10.465. What is the area? 161 multiplying with 10.76. You can get into feet square. 1741 square feet. Okay. I'm using a dumb rule. I'm going to take 100 square feet per ton divided by 100. How much TR is the record? 17.5 TR. Okay. Here I'm going with the air handling unit. Going with the air handling unit. 17.5 TR. Layer HVAC text. That should be white color. Now I am going to copy this line text and paste it here. Select this line, move on to the layer box, HVAC text. Here 17.5 TR. AHU 01 or 02. How many numbers are there? You can give the name and CFM. Per ton, it is a 4000 CFM. 17.5 multiplying with 400. 7000 CFM. 7000 CFM. This is the AHU capacity. Now, I'm going to take the dimension of AHU. I'm going to take the AHU dimension. I don't know. You know that the AC accessories. No. The types of AC itself, I have pasted that AHU size catalog. Okay, if you have, you can go through that. Otherwise, I will bring the catalog once again. This is also one of the manufacturer. Okay, from manufacturer itself, I'm going to take the dimension using of this catalog. In this catalog, this one is the vertical AHU dimension is given. This side, they are mentioned. This is a horizontal floor mounted air handling unit. Horizontal floor mounted air handling unit. Here, that where CFM is mentioned. Or how much CFM for us? 7,000. Okay. This 7,000. Here it is available 7,500. No problem. I'm going to take the dimension of this. What is the length? 1,925. Width is 1,680. Height is 1,275. Okay. From here, I'm going to mention the dimension first of all. Thousand 925 length, 1,680 width, 1,275 height. This is the AHU dimension. Now I am going to draw the AHU. First, I am going to give the layer, create a layer like HVAC equipment or AHU, whatever maybe you can write it here in layer name. That color should be blue color and check click on the current layer. REC dimension 1,925, 1,680. Move from this end. Move or that end. Why? Because why I am going to keep that end there? This door is available on this side. Okay. From back side, you go to give minimum 300 mm space. That side also 300 mm. I'm going to connect the pipe and all this side. Okay, you go to check this space is sufficient or not. Only 485 is available. Then you go to move this unit to 150 mm again nearby the wall. You go to move the text. Okay, this is the AHU room. Offset 50 mm. I'm going to take the double skin AHU inside. This corner, no, you go to provide the profile also. Move 50. Here also draw one line, and this is a 50. Catch edit. This one is a solid catch. Solid. Okay, and you go to mirror this object and 4 corners. This is the profile. Then this side is the filter. Here filter will be the starting point. Maybe that 600 mm filter offset 600. Offset again 600. These are under filters. Okay. In this filter, you have to make a hatch, different hatch. Here you go to close the line. Hatch. Make a rectangle. Maybe the hatch is out. Hatch. Filter. Maybe I'm going to change this color a little bit for variation purpose. Color number 15 or something. Okay, different purpose. This is a filter. After that, they are providing the cooling guide. I don't know the distances. If I know, I have to make a exact value 150 mm. I'm going to put a minus line. If you are putting my line, this is the cooling guide. Then player. That player also you go to draw here and put it the mouth. This is the supplier mouth. What is the dimension of supplier mouth? You go to calculate the supplier mouth. Now take the duct sizer. Already there. Duct sizer. Okay, what is the CFM? 7,000. First, I told you for this you have to consider the 1,800 mm FP velocity. This is the 1,800 mm. Now you can check the head loss. If it is exceeding 0.1 inches of water column, then you can put directly 0.1. This is the 7,000 and height. you go to check the height, how much you can able to take here. Maybe below totally 500 mm is there. I told you below minimum 100. That to do fall ceiling 150 mm, 250 mm is done. 250 mm height is there. You can check that 250 mm. 250 mm means 10 inch. Almost 1:9 ratio. You know that 1:4 ratio is the aspect ratio. Then I'm going to remove that height above 100 mm. Instead of 100 mm, I'm going to provide 50 mm only. Below, instead of 150, I'm going to give 100 mm. Then 100 mm I have 100 mm, 400 mm we have 40. Then this is almost 1:4 ratio, 3 ratio, correct? 400 mm I am going to take, sorry, 400 it is not possible. No. 350, 80, 14. Now you can see this is a 1:4 ratio. Correct? Exactly, it is in 1:4 ratio. Even though if it is not accommodated with 1:4 ratio, then you can ask the civil engineer to reduce the fall ceiling height another 100 mm or 200 mm. Okay. Now it is okay for me. 56 inches by 14 inches. That is a 56 inches means 1400 REC dimension 1400, enter 350. This is the mouth of the unit. Rotate this line, mouth, keep it in center. From this profile to 50 mm or 100 mm you can move. This is the mouth, okay? Supply air mouth. Return air is sucking from here. Okay, now I'm going to plug this one. Plug PLOCK. AHU 17 TR. Big point. I'm going to pick at the center of the mouth. Okay. Now, if you are going to select this now, single object. Okay. So, I think now we can finish the class today. Let's continue on tomorrow. What do you think? If you want to continue, I can continue. No problem. Sabir sir and Prashant, you can tell me if you want to continue, I can continue. Prashant and Sabir sir, no problem, sir. Continue. Okay, Sabir sir, you can also okay for now. Okay for that. Sir, it's enough today. Okay. Okay, Sabir sir. So before that, I want to know tomorrow can take the class. What is your opinion? Shall I conduct the class tomorrow? No, sir. Prashant. Okay, Prashant. Let's see on Sunday. Okay. Sabir sir and Prashant. We'll see on Sunday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.